Hello everybody, it's me again with some more education. Yay! You are the last few people I have had a hard time tracking down to do one-on-one education with regarding the chain of command policy. So I'm just putting it in a video format, and then if you want to go ahead and email me back that you watched this video, I can mark you off and you can have the education to help inform your practice. So basically, the chain of command policy is the policy that governs both Salem Hospital and West Valley Hospital's escalation cascade. So basically, who do you go to, and then who do they go to, and then who do they go to in order to achieve a response to a legitimate concern. Types of concerns you might experience in the West Valley ED could be regarding staffing, could be regarding patient throughput, it could be regarding a violent patient or a doctor that you feel is not responding appropriately to a patient presentation. It could be a patient safety concern. It could be a lateral violence concern. It could really be anything. It could be a problem with a medic you're having, or a communication problem that you're experiencing with your comms. So honestly, really anything is up for grabs as a concern. The important thing is that you take that concern and you do something with it. You feel empowered to say something when you're having a concern. And the goal output of that would be that we could address it and minimize either staff or patient harms or near misses or challenges. So the goal of this entire training, if you hear nothing else, is if there's something you're concerned about, please be empowered to speak up. And the chain of command policy tells you who to speak up to. So at the base level, you're going to go to the bedside nurse. That's the person that is most familiar with the case. If it's a patient, if it's not a patient-driven issue, you can escalate things to the charge nurse. The charge nurse is that person in line that kind of manages the floor. They know a general spiel on each patient. They understand the flow of the ED, how many staff members they have, who's coming on, who's leaving, things of that nature. And they're able to troubleshoot a lot of things on your behalf. If the charge nurse is also concerned and it's not something they can deal with, there's kind of two avenues. We have a 24-hour house supervisor's office that can resource the ED. The house supervisor's role is in house operations and patient flow, so they're especially helpful for things like transfer problems or communication between facility problems or policy problems or volume problems, right? They're a good resource for that. And then your kind of other option is direct management. So that would be Michelle and Chris. And if they're on site, wonderful. Whoever's on site, you can access them. If they're not on site, there's a on-call calendar in the Brain Trust that tells you who to call in the after hours, and you can reach out to them that way. And Chris and Michelle have the ability to reach out to their one-up leadership and administration to affect change. They can also reach out to the medical director. They also have a lot of nuanced knowledge about policy as well, and just what our options are in any given situation. So they're a phenomenal resource to affect change. And then the house supervisor can also reach out to their management to affect change. So a lot of these steps just start with saying something to the correct one-up. So if you are a tech, go ahead and tell that bedside nurse or the charge nurse. If you're a bedside RN, go ahead and tell your charge and talk about, hey, does this need to get escalated to someone that can affect more change than what we're able to at this point in time. So that's basically the overview of the chain of command policy. If you see something concerning, say something, say something, say something. We want to prevent adverse patient outcomes, adverse staff outcomes. We want to optimize the work environment, optimize health outcomes. That's what we're here to do, and we want you to feel supported to do it. So, all right, I hope you guys had a good holiday, and thank you for listening to my spiel.